Hello everyone, my name is Bat Tiger and welcome back to today's video. And I've just realised that despite being Gen Z, because well, crap, my video recorder was a dumb millennial pause, that's fine. Okay, so today we've got a simple plan. We're going to get the donkey and then come back for the horse, and we're going to get them back to the house. It's just over this hill, I believe. I picked the wrong hill and I'm going the wrong way. No, it's over here. Yeah, the house is actually just over there. So fun fact, that village, spawn is on that hill. There's a village there, there's a really good cave system there, which then led me to that village there, which is also just over a hill from spawn. The mountain over there, well, if you've watched episode 3, or at least seen the thumbnail for episode 3, you know how dope the summit of that big snowy mountain over there is. And if you don't, I might pop up there just to remind you. I hope my family would start being a bit quieter for the sake of my mic quality. We're going to see if we can hit the blacksmith with an egg. Nope, we went in the river. Oh, that's a shame. And then, can I get around this? Oh yeah, I can get around this. Okay, that's sick. They are talking really loudly out there and it's going to bother me, but we're fine. How high do you jump, donkey? You jump fairly high. Right. Now, why do I need a donkey, you may be asking? Well, I don't have shulker boxes yet, so having a beast of burden that I can put a chest on is probably going to be a bit useful. And no, not that kind of chest, you E621 user. Now, what are we going to do today? Well, today we've got the house done. We've got resources. We've basically got everything we could ever need, including about 7 trillion skeleton horses. So, what do I have a want for? Well, I want to go to the nether, because I feel like that's the next step in our progression here. Because, you know, if we don't go to the nether, we're never going to get anything from it, really, aren't we? Hello, lads. So, I think that's going to be the plan for this episode. We are going to go to the nether. Now, hopefully we get a good nether spawn. If we get like a basalt delta, or not a fortress, or something stupid, I'll be very annoyed. Because I want to actually enjoy being in the nether. But I think I'm going to look for one of those happy ghast things entirely so I can just have it floating around nearby. I'll have to build some constraints for it so it doesn't, like, you know, escape, because you want to keep your happy ghast local. I know that on my Bedrock survival world that I have with my friends and my girlfriend and her friends, that mine tends to run off if I don't park it, which I've constructed some sort of horrific parking station for it. But what I also have as a secondary goal is I want to actually get a proper smelting rig going, because I know I've got about 4 tons of coal in that cave down there waiting to be picked up, which I still need to go and get. Which, don't worry, I will go get that coal, it's not just going to be ignored. It's just, well, the problem is, it's still just coal, it's a temporary fuel source, and I don't exactly have a way to farm more of it very easily. So how exactly am I going to solve the coal problem? Because eventually we're going to run out. We are going to run out, it's a finite resource. And sure, I could go further and further and further, or I could smelt wood into charcoal, but that's just inefficient. And if you remember correctly, from my stream that I did, the most recent one, I have constructed something that can get lava, and that is why we need to go to the nether. Because sure, I've got lava source conversion, I could just go into the nether with some buckets, but that's horribly inefficient because it means I have to waste my time constantly going to the nether to get buckets. Well, and having to get the iron to get the buckets, which is a pain as well. Big step. So. Fuck you, sheep. Oh, I missed, okay. So what's the plan? Well, first of all, we're going to get the horse back to the base. Then I'm going to pop over to the create and testing world to remind you all what the thing is. I might just get rid of this whole intro segment, to be honest, and we'll just explain it in a voiceover as I show you the thing, but here we are. Actually, I can get rid of most of this. Oh well. Let's pop down to good old base. Don't you dare shoot my horse. Well, you didn't shoot my horse. Excuse me, gents, I've got places to be, people to see, and those people aren't you. I got a fast horse, eh? Whew. We need to put a gate on this. Cute. And also fix this room, because that stone brick is not stone bricking. Anything left in here? Nope. Shit. Okay. But yeah, that smelting rig made me think that I need something, because, well, it's not exactly got any fuel, has it? So, that's the plan. But let's head over to the testing world. In case you needed a reminder of what the machine is, let me turn it off a second. It's literally this. God damn, that is efficient. That is... I mean, it works. Alright. Maybe let's run out of buckets. But, if we disconnect the power source, which needs to really find a way to connect that, you can see that it produces a decent bit of lava. Like, holy shit, that's a lot of lava. Type deal, right? Like, I didn't have this much lava to start with, and it's a good machine. So, we're going to import one of these into our world. Now, how does it work? It's literally just a dispenser with... I think it's just a timed dispenser. Yes, it is. But we need quartz for repeaters, so we're going to head to the nether. With the obsidian acquired from our hole that I need to hit the water up eventually, I've had a thought. I probably shouldn't put my nether portal out in the open, because they spawn in zombie pigmen, and also because stuff can get stuck in them. So, we're going to need a new room to put it in through. I don't think the best place to put it is through here. I think we should go forwards this way, and just make a whole new room to put the stuff in. And we could theme it all like thematic and stuff with nether blocks and everything. So I think we'll just start, we're just going to make a hallway. Like a thin hallway type of deal, you know? So I think we'll just, I don't know, I'll hollow out a space and I'll get back to you. Flint and steel. Alright, so I've got my nether portal ready. We're gonna hop through. I've got some supplies for actually constructing encampment in the nether, provided we're in a good spot for it. And it all works. This is shit. This is possibly the worst nether I think I've had to date. This is terrible. I hate this. I hate all of this that is here. Still, let's get a hub set up and then we'll have to start moving, I suppose. Part of me wishes I could turn this fog off so I can actually see. But here we are. Right, that's lava. We're just going to clear this bit out, you know. One reason why I picked for this, you may be asking? Well, because... what else do I use? Like, nothing? I don't know. Got so many pauses to trim out in the edit, that's going to be fun. You probably aren't hearing them if I've actually trimmed them out, in which case, good on me. But here we are. We've almost cleared out all this basalt, to be honest. It's quite hard to clear out this. Bosh, bosh. Fuck off. There we are. I was hoping for like a nether wastes, but I seem to always get basalt deltas when I spawn in the nether. It's just terrible. Okay. I'm going to start with the obvious, which is give me more floor. My floor, a horse, my kingdom for a fucking horse, but it's, instead of horse, it's floor. There we are. And then when we build over to there, which is just going to be more of this crap, but here we are. We'll be fine. Actually, I might just / locate the fortress so I know at least what direction to head in, because I'm not going to look around at the Salt Delta for 15 hours. And you can have your issues with that, I invite you to, it's just that I don't care. Pop. Really like to find a bastion as well, but here we are. I suppose the door will go here. As much of a door as we'll have, or one of the doors anyway. That'll be our exit out into the delta should we need to go this way. I am aware the copper bars will oxidize, it's just they're cheaper for their cost than iron bars, so here we are. And plus they should still be gas proof, so, you know. There we are. I mean, I was expecting to face piglins, man, and look at where we are now. At least I made more than enough bars, that's good. This might look a bit like a prison, probably because of the bars, but it is safer than most of the other nether bases I've started out with in this series is, so I'll take it. Which, you know, I mean, can't exactly trade nothing for safety, can you? There we are. There we are. Will I have more than enough cobblestone for this project? Yes, of course I will. Because even if I don't now, I will when I come back. That's the trick with having loads of cobblestone. They can't stop you from building things. Because you have infinite cobble. This is why you live in mountains, that's why that's the strat, because you just have infinite cobble. The second you need a new room, you get so much stuff. I think I'm clicking too quickly, because I keep placing blocks and I don't mean to. Should I put a minecart system in the nether? Once I've found a fortress, I think I'll build a minecart to it, because that's just easier to do than an ice boat, and I've got minecart max speed toggled to level fun, also known as 1000, which means that minecarts will be ice boats on this world, as it should be. Bonk. Now let me just carve out a little bit where the minecart system will eventually go. Now what direction this goes in after leaving the base, I don't know, it could just go back on itself and go up and through, but that's fine by me, to be honest. Right. Now for the important part, and we're going to need a bit of cheating for this. Apologies. $784 minus $325. Oh my god, this is the right way. I'm actually so goated. I'm a genius. Gades and Levelman, I am a genius. Outwards we go. Fortress hunting. Because you know what people like? People want the fortress hunting, I tell you. They come to me, they beg for a bit of fortress hunting. And I give the people what they want, let me tell you. I give the people... I sound like Donald Trump, fucking hell. People want a bit of fortress hunting, they want to see it, they want to see the fortresses, they think they're very cool. The Blazes, I personally know them, they're very nice people, very lovely people. Bit warm, but that's because they're on fire, it's very nice. I'm going to stop doing a shit impression because crossed most of this lava area. Hello, magma cube that just spawned in. You are never going to meet me personally. How long is this going to take me to bridge to? Some stupid amount of time. Which is why we are going to do that in the next episode, because I've done, I'd say, enough progress for one day. So, without further adingles, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to see all of you in the next video. Bye bye!